I need to go in half an hour. It's a King's Day over here soon, and the whole country will go crazy. So I gotta be ready.
Yo, what's up, Wild? How are you now?
I am doing so well, my guy. How are you?
I'm so blessed today. I saw Sui went up like 50% from the dip.
Yes,
Oh
yes,
my God! I full clip my 15,000 bucks with my
yes.
50% profit. Then
Oh my
yeah,
God. Yeah.
blessed, 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 blessed.
Blessed. You're so blessed.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah,
here in this space is gonna be so blessed.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Also, I've
Your
been
alpha was
trying to.
pro
Yeah,
important, so important.
absolutely. And I've been trying to give everybody the alpha on Sui on time. We left. Let's go.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
Morning.
let's go. We're so bullish right now. I'm so glad that we did that space with Sui and Tick is streaming it on the live stream on YouTube. So every ticker that gets mentioned, right, we'll look it up, the website. We're doing some research. Maybe not so much today because I just have like 30 minutes. I've been up since 4 a.m. trying to front run my day, work, speak crypto, give alpha. And so, I have to move on after half an hour. But anyways, you guys, yeah, so blessed, so blessed. All these tokens that I mentioned yesterday, they are in my portfolio and it's freaking pumping like nothing else. It's insane. If
Let's
you
go.
guys are not on Sui yet, please have a look over there because we're so hella early on Sui. Hella early on Sui. Sui is just going to go anywhere conservatively between $15 and $20 and then possibly even $40, $50, right? That's in the cards. That's in the cards because Solana had 1.6% of the dominance last cycle in that bull run. And if I project that on Sui, we're looking at $40, $50 Sui. So, is it going to go there? Oh, hold on. These birds, man. I gotta take care of these birds. We have a new bird and they make a lot of noise. Moment. What is this? We're gonna eat eggs today. We are. You're gonna eat baby birds? Yes, you should be scared. Here we go. Should be very scared, huh? Here we go. We make it nighttime. Yeah. So there we go. All right. That should shut them up for a little. Yes, we're eating baby birds today for dinner and chicken. How's that?
So yummy.
So yummy. You hear that? Everybody thinks it's yummy. You better be quiet, or else you're next. Look at them sitting there. Birds are awesome, you guys. So that shut them up. I always tell them that I'm going to eat baby birds today, and that they
Let's
should be,
go.
yeah, they should rein it in. So yeah, that's just happened. So the meme coins and Sui are pumping as well. What else is pumping, Tick? What we got? What we got? Where's the alpha?
I was just setting up the YouTube. So the YouTube stream is now in the comments. So that should. I was just seeing. Is that showing up for you guys as well?
Yes. Again, I can't check that, right? Because I'm maybe. Hold on. Maybe I can with Maybe I can. Maybe I can. Hold on. Yes. Oh, I love that little graphic over there. That's just so good that we got this done.
It's
I
very
think
cool.
we're the only one of the dog spaces that are actually streaming straight onto the YouTubes, right?
So cool.
And so cool.
Um,
What's the ticker?
but yeah, the
Awesome.
tickers. Let's see. So right now, everything that I've been watching is kind of on the fringes, and it's just funny movements in in the degen territory, and then one of the ones that I've been holding now for a few months has basically just been standing still. It's at 2.8 million market cap, and it's one that I believe in, and I'm delusional about, and it's still just sitting there, and through the pumps, it just kind of doesn't it doesn't get affected the way that I would like it to, and it still hasn't hit the my target market cap for me to sell. So I'm just still holding. But yeah, for me, I don't really have any insight today as to anything that's in the market that's moving other than kind of what we've been talking about, which you've
Yeah.
actually kind of clued me in on Sui and everything, and
Yes.
that's been awesome to see how that's progressed over the last week.
Yes, absolutely. It's best to be in these spaces and get some alpha from. I'm in spaces all the time too, hearing what tickers people are talking about, right? Because that's actually hearing people talk about them and explaining why. And then you get a good scope of what the sentiment is about it. What's about that coin, right? What is it about it that makes it? Because we can look into technology all we want, but uh, yeah, there's got to be a little bit of the gravy that you want to feel from people too. Are they speaking with a passion with when they shill, right? Or are they insecure?
Hmm.
Are you just saving your bag, or are you pumping your bag? I want to know. I want to know. I see Aaron in the house. Hello, Aaron. If you want to come up and speak, my guy. Haven't talked to you in a while. Anybody who likes to come on stage, more than welcome to. Today we're gonna do it a little shorter. I have like a really strict time limit today, and not gonna lie, I'm a little bit overworked, so I'm going out and on the town for a night and just let my hair down and get a little wild, possibly.
Very nice.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go, Ryan. Let's go.
Yes, yes, you guys. Sometimes I just have one night off, maybe every 3 to 4 months for a night, and maybe even like 34, 35 days, and then I'll have like a morning off or a day off, a full day, and that feels like a vacation. And that's just the hustle, the grind. You gotta love it, you guys. You gotta love it because you're working towards something, and it's worth it. It's so worth it. So yeah. So Sarah, what do you got, my guy? What are you shilling? I'm shilling Nami today. Suinami. Aaron knows Suinami.
Yo, wild, I'm just here chilling. I'm so blessed. I'm so happy. So I want to enjoy this day with you,
Yes.
staying here, listening to you. And because today I want to go with my wife and eat something out and enjoy some profits. So excited, so happy. Thanks, Wild,
Yes.
again.
Yeah. You're welcome, my guy. There's more to come. As soon as I have a little bit more time and my workload starts to die down, because you need to understand in the gym, from January all the way up to end of May and somewhat into June, there is competition season. There's people who want to change into bikini bodies and swimsuit bodies, right? Shorts and stuff. So, it's the busiest time, and I got to get the company in the green because I'm actually selling the last bit of it in June. And so I won't be working as hard anymore for the gym. I will be fulfilling some back office stuff. But that's why I get to be a little bit more, well, a lot more into crypto. And I'm going to open a group for trades, for call signals, right? For leverage trading, future trading. And so that is all in the works and the plan. The stuff is ready for it. The website is still going to be built for it. And I'm going to really go ahead and do that. And I'm possibly going to tie that in with Nami because I love it so much. It's the first Shiba Inu on Sui, and all the dogs run hard. People forget sometimes there's no utility here. It's a meme. It is a meme with the most bullish name on Sui. And I don't care. Everybody was fudding throughout the winter, right? And I don't care because I know the dogs run hard on every chain. Dogs run hard. Frogs first, then dogs, then cats. Anything else comes after. That's the rule. That's the rule. We stick by it. I
There we
see.
go.
Yeah, there we go. I see Lucy's in the house there. Hello, Lucy. How are you doing? We're a little bit earlier than normal. Normally it's like 11 Pacific time. Am I saying that correctly, Tick? Because you're on that time frame.
Right now it's 6 a.m. Pacific Standard. I actually
Yes.
made us a calculator. I'll send a link. I've actually made a couple of them because hosting was kind of an issue, but just a simple like web application where you select the time for one place, and then it tells you the other one. Because I mean they have things like that, but I wanted one ad free. But anyway, yeah. There's something like that you can make in like 2 seconds in VO by Vercel or Bolt.new for making web applications, personal web applications to make like a scheduler or like a link tree. There's so many things you can just do with vibe coding in seconds. It's sick.
Yes, I love it, Tick, and you got to teach me. We have a little bit more time to do so, right? These things are so handy.
Yeah.
I'm confused about these times all the time.
Yeah. So we're 9 hour. I'm 9 hours behind you.
Yes, I noticed, but on top of that, we're in a different time zone. We are also calling the times differently.
Mm-hmm.
So here, for me, it's now 15:13, right?
Okay.
That's how we see the time. So we don't have AM and PM.
Ah, that's good
Ah,
to know.
so yeah. So it's always like a little bit of a mind fuck, even though it's very easy.
Mm-hmm.
It is kind of throwing a wrench in your thinking.
Exactly. Yeah, because you're constantly trying to figure out if it's going into AM or PM when you're trying to calculate into the US time. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
for
funny.
me, calculating back is not so much an issue, but then when you need to say the time, you're in your head like, no, that's
It's backwards. Yeah.
PM, PM, yes, right,
There we
yeah,
go. That's funny.
yeah, yeah. So normally we are at 11 p.m., right, and going for well, sometimes even over an hour, well over an hour, depending on how bullish we are, how many tickers we find.
Mm-hmm.
And today is a lot less busy, but to keep consistency on the map, we're just here, right? And what a day to be here. Let's go ahead and look at the market because I saw Bitcoin touching 95. My alerts went up. Sui is up 10.6% on trading on $3.68. I see Bitcoin now at 94297, so 94.3 approximately on my chart, which is the Bitcoin on Binance. And we see Sonic pulling up. Sonic is a very cheap chain too. Just going to throw it out there. Doesn't have loads of my portfolio in there, but I think it's bullish because it's so low cap for layer one. It's a former Phantom chain, and it's now revamped as Sonic. Also, watch Tau. Right, we're watching Tau. We're watching Sei, which is layer one EVM compatible. So rub shoulders with that ETH. Solana is a little bit lucky behind. What's happening, Solana?
Mm. Um. Yeah, Solana. There's that uncertainty and that fear, right? I mean, that's what it has to be.
Well, I'm seeing some runners, some AI runners on Solana hard. So we have that TAI, right? That TARS AI that we talked about. And I said it in spaces many times, you guys, on Solana, I'm really eyeballing these AI tokens. AI is just going to be a narrative. That's just going to be it.
Oh,
Love
we're
it,
up to
hate
yeah,
it,
up to
doesn't matter.
153 on Solana. I mean, it's still, but it's just compared to everything else, we're not up that high.
Yeah, yeah, it's not pulling up that hard.
Wow.
uh
Huh.
yeah, like I said, love it, hate it, but you possibly have to trade it, right? Make some money.
Mm-hmm.
And so these AI tokens on Solana are really hot. Now I found a low cap gem that actually somebody I know launched, and a really good developer behind it who actually made a custom contract. I would say it even beats Tars AI in the fact that it's a reward token on Solana. Let me go ahead and try and find it, pin something up about it, because look, you guys, that's sitting on 100K market cap, an AI reward token, right?
Which one
On
is this?
Solana. It's that SINAI, right?
Oh, SINAI. Yeah, sick.
Yes, there's
So
no there's
sick.
no marketing just started because that's just something that let me just pull it up. There's some on in Telegram marketing going on, rallying the troops there a little bit. I pin it up above. You can listen to the AMA with the MKK. It's the elite group of whales of investors looking to back the projects, right? So that's the stage where it is in. early stages, building stages, you get 5% rewards on every buy, sell, and transfer in Solana straight into your Solana wallet. Real time. You can go to the dApp, you can check there how much Solana you got and how much totally. There's now like 120 Solana given out to back to the holders, right? And so that's like a hodl coin on Solana with an AI narrative. So if you're, you know, moonbaggy, right? Moonbaggy there.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think that is that looks to be the utility is for the millies because there's nothing much custom on Solana.
Mm-hmm.
To tell you that much. Core chain runs off of that Bitcoin, right? Core chain very much related to Bitcoin. I was discussing stacks this morning, which is also in the ecosystem, works of the ecosystem of Bitcoin, making Bitcoin more cheaper, more efficient for transferring. So we're looking at that stacks. We're looking at core chain in the ecosystem of Bitcoin, and I'm expecting something to happen there. All low cap gems, right? So the risk manage the portfolio, but I'm always looking. I have my bag set for all these more stabilized, more. How do you say? Responsible choices.
Yeah.
Right. And now I'm really, when I see the market pump like that, I'm like, what's pulling up? What's bullish? What's low cap? What I need to add that has more upside potential
Mm-hmm.
to buy some bags in because that just makes sense.
Right. When things are turning around, so it's like get into position, even better your
Yes, get into
position.
position.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still getting in position for that alt season. Now let's go. And alt season is not here yet, so let's just. So we have like 10 minutes left. So let's go ahead and look at the Bitcoin dominance today to see where that is because I was kind of predicting that that stuff would go to like 64 and it reached 64. It's actually hiking up and I think it's going to hike up even to 70, maybe even 73%. And that's a good thing. We want Bitcoin to be skyrocket high when that dominance drops. And that dominance is just here to tell you how much money of how much of the money into the whole of crypto is in Bitcoin. So most of it is in Bitcoin, and that's why we see when Bitcoin pumps, the rest pumps, but when Bitcoin dumps, the rest dumps, maybe even harder. So no alt season yet. That's good. If alt season would happen right now, I would be very disappointed because if the market cap of Bitcoin is 170K Bitcoin, we're gonna have a lot more fun in alt season than when that would happen now, or even at 110. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking forward for that dominance to drop anytime soon. I'm getting more bullish. Hike that stuff up there, right? And I mean, look, is Zero already printed on Sui? I'm printing today. Aaron is printing today. I know Aaron is printing today because most likely Aaron has some good Sui tokens in his portfolio. Thumbs up, Aaron. We're printing, fam. And yeah, the tokens that I talked about yesterday, actually, right? That we touched on,
Walrus.
they're all sending. Walrus sending, Deep sending, right? Deep actually did like a really brutal pump right up to 20 cents and is coming down from that a little bit. Let's see some other, let's look at some other tokens. Res is doing a 10%. Didn't expect that. Renso token. It's kind of an awkward, oddball token out there.
What
I wasn't too
res?
bullish on it, but yeah, Renso. The ticker
Yeah, I
is
got it.
yeah, yeah. That one is up 10%, doing a jumpy. AVAX not pulling up. Let's see in the super chart what's going on there with AVAX. Because usually I'm a little bit bullish on AVAX. I think it's a good chain. It has a very dense community, very tight knit community of AVAX maxis. So AVAX is trading right now at 22.3, coming up to resistance. Yes, well, it looks a little less bullish on the daily than other tokens do. Has some bearish divergence, but maybe even, you know, let's watch the chart there for maybe a good trade. The gaming, Nakamoto games, right? Nakamoto games has been a favorite for a couple of years now, pumping so hard. Um, and pulling up on the market. It did already a pump this morning, now coming down a little bit. Bullish on Nakamoto games because it's a game suite. And when it's a game suite, it's usually a little bit more bullish, right? Because they don't depend on one game, they're connecting dots. That's bullish. Well, let's see. Jasmine is just doing Jasmine, running against the market, doing its own thing. Kind of like, let's have a look at XRP there. What's XRP doing? Yeah, also not really pulling up, but that's XRP too, right? They do their thing, whether Bitcoin is up or down. Unexpected pumps always there.
Wow. Yeah, it's still stuck right under the 220 mark.
Yeah, well,
That's
that's XRP for you.
it's just moving sideways still.
Yeah, until it's not, and it does an ugly rip up.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it goes. That's just you got a hodl there, hodl chain.
Yeah, yesterday I
Yeah.
was trying to load up on some Sui when we were talking about when we were going over it, and so I went on Coinbase, acquired some Sui, but then it wasn't letting me transfer it to a Sui wallet, so it just stayed in my Coinbase account. I never, and so yeah, that's annoying. Watch out for that if that happens to you. It's like it can.
Really? You can't?
Yeah, sometimes when you're logging in on multiple devices, like I have my
Yeah.
desktop and my phone, and sometimes if you're logging in on multiple devices, it thinks that you're, a bad actor, and it will prevent you from transferring,
Ah,
so from sending from your. So it's like I acquired on the
Coinbase, man.
exchange, and then I wanted to put it into the Sui wallet so I could start making
Yeah.
swaps. I wanted to get some Walrus, and yeah, I ended up just sitting in my Coinbase account. So that's cool. I made $3 on Sui yesterday. that's I'm like, oh, cool. I
Well,
had a nice 10% gain. So I'm printing over here too. Yeah, I got
yeah.
this.
Yeah, good.
Right.
You know what it is? Coinbase sucks.
Yeah,
I mean, for the majority of people, but for if you're in here in this space in Web3 and you're doing more, then Coinbase just sucks.
it does.
You're
It
better
sucks
off on.
terribly. And
Yeah,
I also have Kraken, and I should have used Kraken because putting in a limit order with Kraken is a little bit easier.
yeah.
But yeah, the exchanges are just they're just kind of frustrating sometimes. Anyway, that's just the name of the game.
Yeah, they kind of make me feel like a bank, like the banks do.
Yeah,
They take too long with the transactions, and I'm like, what are you doing with my crypto?
yeah, yeah. So, but I
If
mean,
it's
it's worth it
supposed to be
though. You
soon.
gotta
Yeah,
sometimes you gotta give a little bit to earn.
sure.
You gotta work for your bag.
But there's no way to on ramp through Phantom. You can
You
on ramp in your Phantom wallet.
you can, and I wanted it on. I actually wanted to go do a separate wallet, not into my Phantom, because I didn't want to look at any of the tokens that sit in there.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I just wanted to have it as like a dead wallet sort of. I wanted to load it up with some Walrus and then just let it sit
yeah,
there in a different wallet and just not because I've done
yeah,
that to myself before. Had different wallets or whatever, and I'd forget about one for a couple months and then come back to it and be like, oh cool, like So sometimes that can work if it's something that you're early on and you know that it's going to be stable. Then taking that kind of approach could be an idea. I don't recommend doing that, putting things in dead wallets and forgetting about it because that could be a
sounds a
liability.
little hectic.
Yeah,
Yeah, sounds a
yeah.
little
But I
hectic.
was just I don't have a dedicated. Well, I have it installed. I have a dedicated Sui wallet, and I don't have anything in
Mm.
there yet. So I was like, oh, cool. I'm gonna like start this and have like a Sui
Yeah.
wallet and just trade Sui coins and like I had this whole plan, and that didn't come to fruition yet. We'll see. There's always today.
Oh, I'm very sure. I'm very sure. And if you ever need anything, we can OTC as well. I have a lot of Sui. I love Sui.
Oh yeah, and you were
I
talking about
love I
tsunami.
love
You wanted to
Solana.
talk about tsunami. That was the first one that you mentioned. I got the chart up right now, and tsunami.
Oh yeah,
has
yeah.
been doing a little bit
So
of a pump.
Suriname launched at the beginning of October. Did a nice rally from 1K market cap on a move pump launch. So that's basically like pump fund, right? And ran all the way up to 5 millis, listed on Coin Market Cap and going Keko, and yeah, did a really nice rally. And then these bears came in January, and it wasn't the only meme who had big sell-offs on that way down. And but it is still the most bullish ticker on SUI. That's just facts. Lofi cannot even deny. I mean, I hold Lofi, but what's a Yeti doing on the water chain?
Good point.
Just a joke. Just a joke. No, it's just a meme, and it stays a meme. That's just how it's gonna be. And you notice that every time we Sui pumps, the Suriname pumps right along. So, like I said before, the first Shiba Inu on the Sui chain to come there, and its name is Nami, which means wave, right? And Sui means water, so it's a comes together pretty nicely there. The ticker just makes sense. Everybody's bullish on the ticker. Also, whenever Sui pumps, like the trending hashtag for Sui is Suinami, right? So it's very much related to Sui, and so yeah, loving that one. Makes these jumps, crazy jumps when Sui is pumping, and kind of like low key. I am buying moon bags on um, meme tokens on Sui that are active that I see in spaces. I'm just buying moon bags. If like two or three of them go, you know, I'll be set with just that. Forget about the rest of my portfolio then, right? So for me, that's something that's worth it. Just $100 in, and we'll just relax until alt season. I don't need that $100. I'm not looking at the chart. Wake me up when it hits when I hit that 1,000x, right?
Hmm.
So right, so that's basically my strategy. Then they're very degenerate of me, very degenerate of me. I know.
But that's sometimes if you're early and you have conviction, that's that's the recipe for success. Sometimes you just have to be your timing has to be right, and then being able to be patient and not have like laser eyes and stare at the chart every
Yeah,
couple.
I'm not trading it, right?
Yeah.
I'm not trading it. Sometimes it's just like, hey, can I buy 1% of this if I'm really bullish,
Hmm.
right? And for me, whatever I can spend that I do not need, I'll just let it cook. Let it cook. I'm not even looking. I'm not trying to trade it, because here's the facts: the ecosystem of Sui and the meme coins altogether are maybe 50 coins on that whole chain, and there's ugly volume coming for those. I mean, so it's even if Sui does not do a golden valley like Solana, it's still good. So if it doesn't golden rally like Solana, oh my God, Aaron will come on stage and start yeehawing. I notice.
Yeah.
I notice Aaron. So
That's
we'll
real.
be in here going like, oh my God, Tick, what do you need, my guy? You wanna, you know, I'll buy you a car.
There we go. Let's go.
No, you guys. Yeah, let's go. No, but that's just sitting back looking at things, having went to that last bull run too, right? And so I am just doing some gambling with some money that I do not need. I do not need to pay rent with it, so it can cook there. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But hey, one just needs to go, and even $10 in, right? Even $10 in would be, hey, let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah, exactly. And
Yeah,
that's the thing. With some of the low market cap gems, there's such great opportunity, and the risk reward ratio. It's
yeah.
just it's foolish not to take advantage of some of these opportunities, and that's why I'm on fire now for Sui, and I'm trying to get in on it, and so I'm going to dedicate a little bit of time to get myself into position. Because from the looks of it, like at first I was like, oh, maybe I should wait for an entry, and right now I don't even think I have to do that. Maybe I'll just dollar cost average, set myself up
Yeah.
with a small little bit, whatever I'm willing to lose, and then slowly over the next couple weeks, dollar cost average, every day or every couple days,
Yeah.
and then in 3 weeks from now or 3 months from now, I could be looking at a nice little bag.
Well, well, summer is coming, so I would DCA the most in summertime
Mm-hmm.
because that's always bearish. Right, that's what I DCA the most too,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
Yeah,
And
we were
when
talking about
people,
that yesterday. You're saying that's gonna
well,
get
yes, we
prepared, be
know
prepared
this.
for the
Yeah,
summertime.
be prepared for the summer. It's like that's why it's the ones with patience that win in this market. And I'm gonna make this my last words because I have to go. Uh, Money moves from impatient hands to the patient hands. This is a thing. When the price is not pumping, people are selling because they're wondering why no pumpy? Why no pumpy? What's the matter? What's the problem? What they don't do is research. What they don't do is plan. What they don't do is use a DCA strategy that works for you, right, in your portfolio. They don't do all that, right? And they go all in on something and then sit there watching the 1 minute chart. And then when price is not pumpy, they go like, why no pumpy? And then they're going to sell at one point because you get cranky if the chart is red, right? And if you look at it too long, you're going to get bearish. You're thinking this is a shit project, right? Everything is always somebody else's fault, right? Never yours. And they don't take responsibility for the investment that they made because they had no strategy. If you have strategy, you did some research, you're bullish on it, it's easy to hodl. When a red candle comes down in summer, I'm like, yes, bullish buying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I look at that dominance. No, we're not anywhere near alt season, so this is still a blessed time to DCA on your bags. And with that, I gotta leave you, you guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow.
Thank you, Wild. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
guys.
really. Yeah, yeah.
Have a great
Hope-
day.
Have a great
Massive
day too,
Take it
profits.
easy.
Wild. Send your love there. Thank you.
Let's go. Later, guys.